Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of October 2024. I hope all my Cancer friends out there are doing well. Do let me know in the comment section how the month of September went for you. I do want to say that for Cancer, it was a trying month, the month of September, but you're moving towards abundance. And please remember that when you feel like you're going through some sort of a test, or where you feel like your emotions are being stretched to the maximum, it is because more light is coming into your body and you are receiving the reward. And because of that, there are some changes that happens with your consciousness and with your energy inside the body. So it's actually a good sign that you are evolving. But I know that parts of it may, feel very uncomfortable. So make sure to take breaks, schedule meetings with stillness, drink plenty of water, take walks in nature, connect with nature. It's very important that you connect with something bigger than yourself, because it reminds you about your role in the universe, and that is something you should be aware of. As a reminder, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with everyone. Only take what applies to you and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread, Cancer, that I have for you for the month of October. In the past position, you have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Devil. In the obstacle position, you have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Five of Pentacles. In the present position, you have the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Chariot. And in the future outcome position, you have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Three of Wands. It is a very good spread, but I see where you may have felt like, is the unpleasant part done now? It is. You're moving into abundance. The hard part is behind you, so this is good, and you need to do something nurturing for yourself to celebrate the fact that you've made it out of the tunnel, you've seen the light, you've walked out, and now you're in a whole new world, and you have to find your bearings. You have to embrace the unknown, but first, try not to be overly apprehensive about the unknown. So there's going to be some new things that you're going to find a way to learn and incorporate into your life, into your existence, and that process is going to be fun for you. So there's a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot to do, but the good thing is that you have the Two of Pentacles and the Devil in the past position. You were juggling a lot of stuff, you were hustling, you were covering all kinds of territory and all kinds of stuff by juggling responsibility, by taking things on, by doing this over here and then that over there and something else way over there. So definitely that took a lot of courage and bravery. It also kind of spread you thin a little bit, and so the divine is saying simplify, simplify, simplify. It's not about necessarily letting go, it's about incorporating. You are taking 5 things and you're incorporating those things into 2, right? You are doing better at prioritizing and organizing, so you don't have to necessarily juggle so much. Although the Two of Pentacles in the past position is actually a good thing, because it tells me that you are well on your way to abundance. You have the Two of Pentacles in the past position. You got to let go of this mentality of lack, and you're working through that. You're almost done with the Five of Pentacles as an obstacle. But look what you have. You have the Nine of Pentacles coming in. So this is really good. It is natural evolution of abundance, because it relates to your consciousness. Again, it's not about how you see money. So let me kind of take this and sort of explain to what you have to focus on. So like, this is you, right? This is in a bubble. That's you. And then this is the abundance. right? So what you focus on is this. You focus on this attachment. This is what you're healing. And this is what you're attaching the grounding cord that goes into, planet Earth. So when you think of your attachment to abundance, it doesn't have to be abundance. It can be, like for me, it's a horse. Like I'm dreaming of buying a horse, right? I'm thinking about my attachment to this dream. For someone else, it, is some kind of a dream, right? You place whatever it is that you want in this bubble while you are in this bubble, and what you're healing is this attachment. This is the secret. And this is in many different books, written by many different authors, but the basic understanding is the attachment, not this and not this. The attachment is what matters, if you will, the most. And that is what you should focus on. And you have been doing a lot of healing work because of that attachment. So also, if you have somebody like in your life who's, you're triggered by, you heal the attachment to this person. You don't heal the person, but the attachment to that person. And so the same thing with the dream. The bubble with the dream, you heal your attachment to that bubble. And then you send that bubble to the edge of the universe. Why the edge of the universe? Because that's where all creative energy is the most potent, because the universe is expanding. And so a lot of very important energy is located there. And so when you send the bubble off, you sort of trust it in the divine that the bubble will reach its destination, and it will be, it will bring you the result back. And it does. It works. But again, for that, you have to meditate. I know that some of the people, like super real, like super incredible psychics, I know personally, meditate 3 times a day at least. Before breakfast, during lunchtime, before or after, and then around the dinner time. Every single day. I mean, that is commitment. But the more you meditate, the better your life gets. Period. End of story. And so it's important to remember that the answers are within you. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to this combination. The good thing is that this combination is in the past position. Very important. The Two of Pentacles is a reminder to you: stay grounded. Stay grounded. Because let me tell you something. It doesn't matter which energy you have, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you are experienced in working with your energy, whether you're aware of the type of energy you have, if you're not grounded, it's not as meaningful, it's not as strong, and the results are not as good. So grounded is like the most basic need to be grounded. It's like saying the most basic need for a human being is water, shelter, food, and transportation or whatever, but take away one of those needs, a human being's not going to do so well. So being grounded is phenomenally important. Remember, you create from within. You create from within. You create from within. You create from within. As above, so below. First, you visualize, then it is manifested. If the manifestation is not as you want it, it's because you're not visualizing it as strongly, as more detailed, in the correct form, on the correct screen, and so on and so forth. So, meditating allows you to clean up your thoughts, to calm your mind. When you're calm, you're grounded. So it's very, very important. Let me turn on the light. I feel like it's too dark. Hopefully this is a little bit more light. That's gonna make the cards easier to be seen. But anyway, the Two of Pentacles is a card that reminds you to stay grounded. And it's all about the physical world, right? It's all about the choices that you, Cancer, make in the physical world. Whereas the Devil is all about the, not necessarily physical, it's the non-physical, and specifically like temptations. And so it's important to focus on what you can accomplish, what you can prioritize to accomplish, and successfully dodge the temptation. The devil, what are temptations? Temptations are, in a way, are limitations, because that's the point. The devil sees you do well and become more connected to the spiritual side, and so the idea is to stop you, to derail you, to distract you. And so this combination is reminding you to stop looking at your limitations, because you don't have any. But because you don't necessarily meditate, and especially if you're a woman, women are heavily, heavily programmed and conditioned. They're conditioned from the very, very beginning. And so it's important to let go of those conditions. It's important to let go of those programming, because as a woman, you can create a lot. I mean, there's really no limit. This is why men exist, because men's purpose is to destroy. As long as you destroy from a grounded position, then it is useful, right? Because we're leaving this world of duality, creation, destruction, day and night, right and wrong, silence and, loudness or whatever. But you know what I'm trying to say. Make sure that you don't overly spread yourself too thin, because you need to pace your life force energy distribution. You still have a lot to accomplish. Therefore, you want to make sure you're using it to in a way that is advantageous for you. And so the reason the month of September was somewhat trying is because of the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You're processing different emotions, and some of your emotions carry heavy messages. And so transmuting those emotions, where you attach a grounding cord to your aura bubble or to your body to transmute the heavy emotion, and then the Mother Earth, receives them and alchemizes them and, sends them back up to whoever needs a much more recycled, cleaner energy, if you will. But your emotions are a little bit all over the place, because there may be some unfulfilled expectations, right? There may have been some expectations that you've had that didn't come true as fast as you wanted them or exactly as you wanted them. And so it's important to blow up expectations. So you imagine a picture, right? You visualize that expectation and you put a little, one of those cartoon bombs, and you blow it up. Your natural state is a state of love. That is your natural state. So if you feel like you're beating yourself up or your emotions are out of balance, that's foreign energy. You gotta clear that out with the grounding cord. Your natural state is happiness. Your natural state is feeling at ease with everything. So if you don't feel at ease because the emotions are not balanced, you need to release the emotions through the grounding cord into Mother Earth, because that will only leave your energy. And then you imagine a golden sun above your head, and you fill it with all the goodies like love and trust and loyalty and faith and amusement and easiness and abundance and all the other wonderful things. And then you prick it and it falls. All of that kind of fills you up. And so the problem is using the grounding cord is not enough one day, right? You have to continuously run it. It is something that you're basically peeling an onion, because the emotions are really packed in there real, like imagine a suitcase. Imagine you're like, somebody says, oh, here's a free ticket to Maldives, right? You're gonna jump on the plane, but you're gonna take some things with you, and you gotta pack the suitcase. You're gonna jam as much stuff in that suitcase as you can, because you're, let's say, going for 2 weeks. You need, some things to take with you. So it's an onion that is being peeled away. The emotions have been suppressed and packed in, so one day is not enough to just, take a walk in nature or meditate or drink plenty of water. You have to do it consistently, so that you can become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And then it becomes very easy for you to be sort of in control. It's important to remember, as above, so below. You create from within. And so for that, going back in is what is required with this combination, the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You create from within. You create from within. It's not a good time to create now because we're in the eclipse season. So I would wait until the eclipse season is over. So this is the time to assess. You can assess closer. You can assess more in detail. You can look at things a little bit closer, but also from different perspectives, right? So that when the go time is at hand, you can jump into action as much as you can. Don't allow yourself to feel down, because the Five of Pentacles kind of focuses your mind on the negative. And so then what happens is you overly identify with the negative. You overly identify with that victim mentality. Oh, that didn't work out, I'm a victim. Or that situation didn't go as I wanted, I'm a victim. Or what have you. You're not. It's a learning lesson. It happens to everyone. They don't report it to you every time that it does. So it's important to go within, because that is where you create peace and abundance. You should be focused on creating a world where, you walk into a grocery store and the food that is sold is nutritious and without additives and is good for you and is local and is whatever. When a kid walks into a school, they learn what is actually needed for them, and they actually have fun rather than be programmed. Where you go to work and you actually feel part of a team where everyone, works together and is happy. That's what I mean. It's like when you focus on creating a world of positivity, you have to visualize it. You have to write it down. You have to tell it to yourself. But working with emotions, the Knight of Cups is all about emotions. It's super, very, very important, because with the Knight of Cups in the obstacle position, it tells me that the emotions are out of balance. And as a result, you may be worried, over-identifying with worrying, overly focusing on the negative, which brings in turn more negative, because whatever you focus on expands. You are the driver of your own mind. You are the driver of your own thoughts. So you have the choice to accept thoughts or reject thoughts. You're a sovereign being. I understand we live in a simulation. I understand we live in the matrix. I understand how thoughts are reflected back to us. I understand that there's a component of programming and conditioning and heavy influence, but you can see through all that, because you are a divine being. You are a divine being that is having a temporary human experience. And so one of the conditions is that you don't remember, and so it's hard to connect with the spiritual realm. It's hard to live from your heart. The heart is the bridge between your bottom three chakras and the upper three chakras. So it connects the earth with the cosmic, with the cosmic divine. It connects your bodily desires with your spiritual desires. It builds a bridge between those two things. So it's important to remember emotions will balance themselves out as long as you allow yourself to receive the messages, to transmute the emotions through the grounding cord, to meditate. Don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up, because that is not you. That is not your energy, and it doesn't belong to you. It is not of you, and it must must be released. Your natural state is the state of light, and some say light is love. But you're experiencing enlightenment. More light is entering your body. That doesn't mean you have specific knowledge. It just means that you have more light entering your body. And as a result, your emotions may feel off. Things that you eat may not be, may giving you a little bit of trouble when digesting. So it's important to focus on, nutrition and things that help you in a good way, rather than suppressing and taking shortcuts. Again, how much resistance do you have to your body? A lot of people have a lot of resistance that they are not even aware of. You got to let that resistance go. You have to have a good relationship with your body. And of course, the charge on my camera died, so I had to recharge the camera. And I am coming back to, I was speaking about the Knight of Cups being in the obstacle position, creating some emotional imbalance, and focusing overly on the negativity with the Five of Pentacles. The good thing is that in the present position, you have the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Chariot, because the Nine of Pentacles is bringing in stability. The test is over. You are kind of squaring away and putting the balance back into your emotions, and the stability is increasing. The month of October is going to be very good for you because it's going to help you in different areas of your life. That's going to make you feel like you are more in control, more in charge, especially with the Chariot in the clarifying position. The Chariot allows you to do things your way. So the stability that's coming in is allowing you to step up and take more control and to feel more like you are having progress and accomplishing things that you want to see in your life. This is going to bring in a significant shift. So the things in your life and, around you are changing for the better. And this is why the emotions were a little bit out of balance. But good news are on the way. And it's important to remember that you are being guided and protected. So do pay attention to the messages that you receive throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month, because that's going to help you stay on track and feel more accomplished and feel more like you're realizing your potential, more fulfilled, I should say. You, like I mentioned previously, are becoming more enlightened, which allows you to see things that you have not seen necessarily before. I'm not talking about having some secret knowledge. This is about having more light in the body, which allows you to feel more connected with the source, as well as have very balanced energy and see things from a much more clear perspective, and not, be clouded by the ego and everything else, the shadow side. In the future outcome position, you have the Queen of Swords, and she's bringing in a lot of clarity and logic and ability to see things rationally and understand things from a higher standpoint. She sits on her throne, which tells me you've mastered communication. You know how to advocate, not just for yourself, but for people around. And you also inspire people to communicate well for themselves as well. So that's something that is going to bring a reward for you. As a result of that, you're taking on more complex tasks and more responsibilities coming in, and more obligations are going to be on your shoulders. And so you will feel like you are, like your strength is back. For a moment there you kind of felt a little shaky, but you will be standing very firmly and very confidently on your 2 feet by the time the end of October rolls around. And the Three of Wands is saying expand your horizons, think big. If you're not dreaming big, you're not, really doing a good job. So dream big, because the plans will work out. You are, seeing a bigger picture, and so the Queen of the Swords is going to help you stay, better organized and prioritize, and make sure that you take several problems and roll them into one, because there's always a commonality between, different issues, and really focus on what is important to you. But the end of October is going to be a very special time where the messages from the divine are coming through. And of course, your ancestors and people on the other side want you to do well. Your spirit guides want you to do well. You're protected from the moment of your birth. And so it's a privilege to get older. It's a privilege to keep going on this journey, to discover more about yourself and to evolve. And so the messages will be coming through, and it's up to you to pay attention to catch as many messages as you can. But then, the task then becomes to interpret them correctly, which sometimes people, struggle with doing that. But the veil is going to be thin towards the end of October, and so all kinds of energies passing through that veil back and forth. Make sure to do things around your home. You can also ground your home as well, right? What type of energy resides in every single room in your home? You have to think of it in the terms of energy. So you can put your room in a bubble and, purify the energy. You can also use sage. You can also do crystals. There's so many different things that people do, but the energy in every room is very specific. So you have to ground the room so that the room has, good energy, your energy, and so on and so forth. But let's see what the tea leaf cards give us. I'm going to shuffle these cards. I shuffle one half and then the other half, and of course this flew out. We have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So definitely relates to the devil. I'm gonna shuffle some more. And so now let's see. Ear, good news. That's always good. Some good news are so welcome right now. I'm gonna shuffle the other half. And we have hills, obstacles to overcome. Hills are much better than mountains. So it's not the obstacles are not as significant. Plus we also see the sun at the end, but there are a few things that you will have to address with your planning, because next year you want to accomplish a lot of things, and so some of that planning is going to require a more detailed approach, more time and effort from you, but it's not anything that you won't enjoy doing. I'm now pulling a mystical wisdom card. Shuffling, I should say. Now I'm pulling. We have unicorn, invite serendipity. Unicorn is a very, very good sign. Miracles are coming in. Something wonderful is going to work out for you. Unicorn is a really, really rare card that almost never comes out. I'm also going to shuffle the angel and ancestor oracle cards and pull one. We have winter, take care of your needs. So very much prioritize your needs. You should be focused on you and making sure that you are feeling good and comfortable within your body, within your aura, within your space. Prioritize yourself over anyone else. Your responsibility is to make sure you take care of yourself and your energy and how you nourish yourself as well. And then we're also going to pull an angel oracle card, and we've got the situation will improve. Of course it is. Let's see, I think I want to pull a Shaman's Dream oracle card. Okay, here it is. 1 second. Okay, let's see what message comes through. We have Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. So you're definitely very in charge. You are definitely kind of moving forward and taking charge of things in your life. Not that you haven't taken charge before, but this time you're far more masterful at creating and understanding and seeing things that you did not see before. So there is your reading for the month of October. I hope you enjoyed it, Cancer. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you feel that someone could benefit from this reading, please share it with them. And I hope you have a wonderful month. I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween or Samhain, however it is pronounced. I hope that you do rituals towards the end of October to capture some of that full moon in your crystals. Don't forget to sage, and things are improving, and I think they're gonna move much faster in the month of October for you, and you'll see the progress, and all of that emotional turbulence was not for naught. It was to prepare you for what is coming. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.